What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Marcus from Marcus EDC, and today we have my very first head-to-head review of the Slim Bolt Action Pen from Tactile Turn Company and the Slim Bolt Action Pen from Big Idea Design. I recently started carrying a pen in my pocket every day. I work as a salesman in an office setting, so I'm writing notes down all the time. Decided I wanted to carry something nice in my pocket. I've been seeing both of these companies float around. The Slim Bolt Action Pen from Big Idea Design is rather new. They just started shipping these, and I got mine at the beginning of December, or last week, I guess. The Tactile Turn Slim Bolt Action Pen has been around for a little bit, but this is their first version with their new milled deep carry pocket clip. So we're going to go ahead and compare these. We're going to get the specs out of the way. We're going to do pros and cons of each and tell you guys what I like and what I don't like about each. And we're going to pick a winner at the end, so stay tuned to the end. Since I already did a little bit of specifications on this one in the unboxing, let's go ahead and start with the Big Idea Design. The Big Idea Design Bolt Action Pen, this is in titanium, and this is the raw titanium version. These come in two different lengths. You can either get the standard, which is what I got, comes in at 5.3 inches. And you can also get a mini that comes in at about, I think it's like 4.5 inches or just under 4.5 inches. This does come with a free Damascus bolt, which I definitely appreciate. Deep carry pocket clip, and it's got their logo on it. If you can see that little eye there on the back of the clip. TI for titanium, and as you can see, this is extremely deep carry. I definitely appreciate that. You have the same body diameter all the way down, which is 0.39 inches. You have an internally adjusting mechanism, and that goes through with that Torx bit there. I have the closed end bit, so I cannot internally adjust this right now, but I don't really care about switching out my refills. I'm just going to stick with the one that it came with, which I could not find which refill that the Big Idea Design Slim Bolt Action comes with. So if you know the ink refill, I guess, that this one comes with, go ahead and drop that down in the comments. This thing in titanium weighs 0.8 ounces. And yeah, this feels really great in the pocket. Very lightweight. A little bit longer than the standard bolt action pen, but that makes room for the internally adjusting mechanism. So I'll take a little bit of extra length to get these to get a consistent body profile all the way down to the end, and to get an internally adjusting mechanism. That is definitely appreciated. Good idea. Yeah, good job, Big Idea Design, on the Slim Bolt Action pen there. So to pick up the Tactile Turn, the Tactile Turn Company Slim Bolt Action pen, like I said, this has been around for a while. This does have, not sure how well that's picking up on camera, but a nice ribbed texture there. Let's see if you can hear it. Yeah, and that just feels great in hand. The texturing on that is perfect. It's very deep, but not too deep and aggressive, but you can definitely feel that while you're writing, but it's not going to tear up on your clothes or anything like that. So that is definitely a plus. The Tactile Turn Slim Bolt Action pen comes in 5.1 inches, so just slightly shorter than the Big Idea Design. If we put them at least kind of close together, you see that it has just a little bit on it. So 5.1 inches in length. This is the short version. This comes in a standard at, I think, about 5.7 or something like that. And it also comes in a mini that comes in actually just a hair longer than the Big Idea Design Mini. This is 0.36 inches in diameter all the way down to the end, obviously, except for down here at the widest point, it is 0.36 inches in diameter. And we have 0.92 ounces of weight on this one. So it is going to be a little slimmer, a little shorter, and a little heavier. The refill that comes in the Tactile Turn Company slim bolt action pen is the Schmidt Easy Flow 9000 medium. Now, I am not a pen expert. I'm not sure, what the significance is of each refill, but I do know that I like this one. I do like this refill a lot. I like that they state right on the website what it comes with. So that's really awesome. So now that we got the specifications out of the way, let's get into a couple things that are a little different about these guys, kind of what sets them apart from each other, pros and cons, and what I like about each one, and we will pick a winner. So the first thing that comes to mind with these two pens, what is new on the Tactile Turn Company is the deep carry pocket clip there, you see with one screw. The previous iteration of this pen did come with two screws there, so it did not fit as deep in the pocket. So that is definitely appreciated from Tactile Turn. And the pocket clip from Big Idea Design, as you can see, that goes all the way up to the top, which is greatly appreciated. Big Idea Design, sliding in the pocket, goes right in. Not a problem at all. And as you can see, that is extremely deep in the pocket. Not having a lot of material hanging up. And let's go ahead and get the Tactile Turn in the pocket. So because this is a lot more sturdy, it is a little bit harder to get in the pocket. Much harder in this example than it is to actually put it in my jeans pocket or in my dress pants pocket. So what I'm going to do is I'll take both sides here and kind of just push it in there. So yeah, as you can see, we got a little material sticking up there. Not exactly the worst thing that can happen in the world. When I'm in my jeans, it doesn't bother me as much. But when I am in dress pants or trousers, I do appreciate the true deep carry clip of the Big Idea Design because it kind of just goes away in the pocket a little bit easier, kind of disappears, doesn't have a lot of material hanging out the top, and I appreciate that. Like I said, I do not know the refill that is the Tactile Turn. I do not know the refill that comes in the Big Idea Design. So if you know that refill, go ahead and let me know down in the comments. However, when it comes to the refills that come with these, I do prefer the Schmidt Easy Flow 9000 medium. Not sure what I prefer about it. I don't have enough writing time in with multiple refills to tell you what I like or don't like about the refills. But what I will tell you is that I do like this one a little bit better than the Big Idea Design. For some reason, it's a lot smoother. I don't have to give myself practice scribbles to get it to start writing, which I kind of do with the Big Idea Design. Not sure which refill comes in that, but the Schmidt Easy Flow 9000 medium definitely takes the cake when it comes to these two refills. Now, sticking with the refills, the Big Idea Design, where it does win, is this thing takes over 100 of your favorite refills. So if you are a pen person and you are the type of person that has a refill that you like, this will most likely take it. Because of the internally adjusting mechanism, you could put a shorter refill in here, you could put a longer refill in here, and you could put standard size refills in here as well. So if you are someone who likes to change out your refills, all you got to do is put the open-ended cap in here and twist that down, and that will adjust the length in which the refill comes out. So that is extremely nice. The Tactile Turn only takes about, I think I counted about 30 refills. But, for someone like me who I appreciate the one that came in the pen, and I'm probably not going to go out and buy my own refills, that doesn't necessarily matter to me. But if you are the type of person who prefers a certain type of refill or likes to switch them out, the Big Idea Design is definitely going to take the cake when it comes to that. Another point where the Big Idea Design wins is it did come with this free Damascus bolt, whereas the Tactile Turn, it comes with the standard titanium bolt, and you can add on a Damascus bolt for, I think, $10, $15, something like that. Each of them, you can add on a deep carry pocket clip that is Damascus. From what I've seen in pictures, the Tactile Turn Damascus clip looks a lot cooler than the Big Idea Design. Now, obviously, these are going to be unique like fingerprints, but I think Tactile Turn does a better job of just getting that texture and really popping detail of that Damascus on their clips. So the Big Idea design comes with the free Damascus clip, and you got to pay an extra $15 to get it on the Tactile Turn. The last point where I think the Big Idea design wins in a head-to-head battle is the options for materials and colors. So for the Tactile Turn company bolt action pen, you can get this in brass, copper, titanium, and zirconium. Now the Big Idea design, you can get this in all of those options: brass, copper, titanium, and zirconium. But with the titanium, you can go with the raw finish that I did here. You can go stonewashed, or you can go DLC coated black, which is really cool. So if you want a black pen, you want a more stonewashed finish, and you don't want something that's quite as shiny and, a scratch magnet like this guy is, then you can go with a stonewashed finish, or you can go with the DLC black finish. So that is really cool. You get a lot of options when it comes to that. Now, I went with the raw on both of them just because that is a little bit more my style, and I wanted to do a true head-to-head. Now, let's start talking about the Tactile Turn. And, from what I've said so far, you might be thinking that the Big Idea design is just the way to go. So far, it's had all the pros. Why would I even pick this guy up? So, where I think the Tactile Turn company slim bolt action pen comes in ahead of the Big Idea design, first of all, I'm going to say in body profile. Body profile, meaning it is shorter. It is slimmer by a slight margin, going from 0.39 inches diameter and 0.36 inches diameter. I don't think you're really going to be able to tell that much of a difference. But in hand, I did slightly feel that the Tactile Turn was slimmer before even looking at the specifications. So that was something to think about. The action on these guys, Big Idea design, as you can see, it has a shorter action there, a little bit more J-shaped. It kind of goes down and then directly to the right. So when you push it out, all you got to do is push it to the left and it goes right up. Tactile Turn, this is J-shaped, but it kind of has a more aggressive curve down at the bottom. So when you actuate it, you got to go down and then kind of lift it up a little bit. That'll do it on its own. I don't really got to do anything special to actuate this thing. However, when I am fidgeting with these guys and just deploying them to, get a quick note down, I do feel that I like the snappier action on the Tactile Turn. I feel like you get a little bit more feedback to the touch. I think you get a little bit more audio feedback that is actually clicking into place. And the action on this isn't bad, but I just feel a little bit more substantial when I am putting this one back and forth. It just feels better, sounds better, and it feels a little bit more like I don't know how to explain it. Like, it just feels more sturdy. I like the way that action feels on the Tactile Turn company. Where you do get more options in the Tactile Turn slim bolt action pen is in the length. So I did obviously get the short version, which is why it does come in shorter than the Big Idea design. But it also comes in a mini that is much shorter than this. And then it comes in a standard that I do believe will be longer than the Big Idea design. I went with the short just because 5.1 inches still feels like a good, full-size pen in my hand. But at the same time, it's small enough to where I can get this in a pocket. It's not going crazy. It's not way bigger than any of my knives or anything else that I got in my pocket. So it fits right in next to my flashlight. And I carry these things all day, no problem. But I just do prefer the body profile of the Tactile Turn company slim bolt action pen. In weight, it is a tiny bit heavier. So it does feel a little bit more substantial. Now, I know that pounds do not equal quality, but one thing I did notice about the Big Idea design is that. There's a little bit of a rattle there. It feels like something's loose. You know, I checked the pocket clip, I checked the bolt, I checked down here to make sure nothing's loose, and I don't know, I'm still getting a little shake in there. It feels kind of hollow in there. Whereas this, like, I'm not hearing that at all. Everything's solid. It feels more substantial. It's got a little bit more weight to it. And I just like the way it feels in hand a lot better. And honestly, these are both really great pens. You can't go wrong with either one of them. But if I'm going to get another pen in this type of configuration, I think I'm going to stick with Tactile Turn Company. And to be honest, that kind of surprised me as well, being that aesthetically, I really like the Big Idea design. I like the way it looks in pocket. I like the way it looks in pictures. Aesthetically, this is a very beautiful pen. It feels good. But just overall, I think I got to give it to the Tactile Turn Company pen. Now, the refills, obviously, you're going to stick with the Big Idea design if you're a refill guy. But for me, someone who's just going to put a pen in your pocket, use it at the office, and kind of just use it for eye candy, other than that, I think the Tactile Turn Slim Bolt Action design, or Slim Bolt Action pen, wins the head-to-head up against the Big Idea design. Let me know what you guys think. Would you take the Big Idea design, or would you take the Tactile Turn Company Slim Bolt Action pen? Let me know down in the comments which one you would take. If you have a pen that you carry every day, let me know what it is. And, you know, other than that, if you made it this far, give this video a like, subscribe if you're new here, hit that notification bell. I promise I do not upload once or twice a day, barely once a week. I might get to the point where I'm dropping 2 videos a month. Hit that bell, join the gang, and we'll see you guys on the next one.